welcome back to the Positive Grades YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me once again. Yes, we're back with another fantastic video. Don't forget, if you are new to my channel, make sure you do like, subscribe and hit the little notification bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. Do you know what? Thank you very much for joining me. Let's get straight into this video. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go. Welcome back everybody. Yes, today we're going to be talking about don't run before you learn to walk. Yes, it's an analogy that's been used, probably it's been said to you or you've heard it throughout your life about tasks and things that you do that you try to rush into without the right prep. So the saying goes, obviously, do not try to run before you can walk or before you can crawl. The saying goes lots of different ways, but the message is always the same. Don't rush into something. Don't try and do something before you're prepared for it. So today we're going to look at ways where we can harness our ability to maybe just sort of take that step back, have a little think and analyse what we need to do to make sure we get it right first time. Because I'm pretty sure if I've had issues like this, I'm sure you've had issues like this where you've gone into something and you've gone into a project, or you've gone into something you've tried to impress someone with, or do something outstanding, but you've not been prepared for it and it's not gone the way you wanted it to. It could have been a job interview where you've gone in thinking, yes, I can get this, but then a tricky question will trip you up and you'll find it hard to sort of come back from that because you've ruined your flow, you've ruined your step. So this is about making sure that we take a step back, learn the basics before we decide to go and put forward what ideas we are looking to do or endeavours that we're looking to go down. So yes, let's have a little analyse, have a little look at some ways that we can improve that and little tips that may help you on your journey. Okay, so yes, we all want to get to where we want to be. We always want to be successful. We all want to be able to get to that point yesterday. This is the fact of life. We always want to be successful. We would always like to be 100% in whatever it is we're doing, but it's not always that easy. Sometimes we can go the wrong way or have too much confidence or go into it without the right preparation. So it's really important that you do analyse whatever it is you're looking to do, say it be an interview, that you research, you have a little step back and think about who is it you're going to be an interview for. What is the company about? What is the background? What do you think that you can bring to the table? Because they will ask you these questions. What is it that you are going to bring to our business? What's going to make our business be improved by us hiring you? So learn to find the fundamentals, the basics of that before you actually go into the task, and it will make you more stronger, more confident. You won't trip yourself up and you'll find it much easier to do. Now, be it something like an endeavour in work, if you're looking to put something like forward, an idea in work, or you want to get a task done because it's got to be done by the end of the day, sometimes you can rush into it. You can do it so quickly that you might make a mistake, and that is the worst thing you can do, because then you've got to answer for your mistakes. You've got to say, listen, I rushed through it, I thought I could get it right, I didn't ask enough questions, or I didn't do enough research, or I thought I knew how to do it but I didn't, and I failed. And that is one of the things that will really demoralise you. So it's important to, before you take on a task, if you're not sure, if you don't know how to do it, or you're trying to look confident but you're not, sometimes it's best to say, listen, I know you've told me how to do this before, but be honest with you, I'm still a bit rusty on it. Can you just give me a little bit of help with it again so I get it right first time? So don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to admit that you might not be 100% there, even though it might dent your pride a bit, and you might feel a bit like the employer's going to think, oh God, we've already told them this, why is he asking me again, or he or she, But sometimes it's better that you get it right with a little bit of dent in your pride than getting it wrong and ruining potentially your reputation or even your ability to do the job. Now that can even go into, for instance, university dissertations or whatever. This spans across lots of different things. Obviously I'm covering a few things here, but for instance, university, if you're doing your dissertation, like my son's in his third year of university, he's got a big dissertation to do. He's got a big mammoth task on his hands, and one of the things that I spoke to him about, which was absolutely fantastic, was he started prepping before the year had started. And for me, that was the essence of what I'm trying to explain here. Is he's not gone into it with major confidence and he's just going to rattle it out, because he's very good at what he does, but he also knows that he has limitations. He knows what is at stake here. So just as using as an example, he starts to prep, he starts to get his ideas down, he starts to do research and what he needs to do and how it's going to look when it starts to come together, because you don't get much time. Anybody who's been to university, who's done this, knows that you do get only a short amount of time to get this right. And as you know, one big dissertation is basically pretty much everything rides on it, so you've got to get this right. So being prepared, taking a step back, doing that research before you go in and maybe present a good dissertation, which it probably will be, but it won't be a great dissertation. So making sure you sit back, take stock of what you've got. What do I need to do? How's this going to look? How am I going to word it? How do these chapters work out, and how does it tell the story that I want to tell on paper? It is so important you get this right, especially, as I say, in university. If you're in third year of university, you don't want to cock it up. You don't want to mess it up. Be it school or university or college or anything like that, you've got to get it right. So it's so important that you take stock of it, research that and get it right, because that potentially can have a massive impact on your future. So preparing, starting, getting it right is such an important thing. So just think about that. Think about elements that you might be able to change before you go headlong into making that decision and get it right the first time. Another factor is when obviously we've discussed the learn to walk before you can run. It's such an important thing that what you've got to understand is, yes, you learn to crawl, you learn to walk, you learn to run. Obviously the stages in life, that is a metaphor for learning out knowing nothing to learning something to learning everything you need to do that task. So the metaphor is there within that. But one of the things you've got to understand is, whilst you're crawling, while you're walking and while you're running, you are going to trip up, you are going to fall, you are going to make mistakes. And this is what really makes a difference in how you choose to act when this happens. Are you going to stumble? Are you going to fall? Are you going to hurt yourself and think, oh, I can't carry on, this is too much, I've fell too many times, I don't want to do this again? And that's where being disheartened, and that's where having a negative attitude can really impact what you do next. And this is where you have to learn to get up, stand on your own 2 feet. Yes, you'll fail once, you'll fail 10 times, you may fail over and over again, but is that going to stop you? Are you going to be stopped by that? Are you going to say, you know what, I've had enough of this, I'm going to give up? Or are you going to say, no, I'm going to make the best of what I've got, I'm going to do the best of my ability, I am going to be stronger than this, I'm going to get up, I'm going to get back out there, I'm going to try again? So do you have that right attitude? Are you positive enough to make that decision in your life that you're not going to give up? And this is what we're saying now. This is about being positive, being energized. Do not give up. Doesn't matter what happens. You might stumble, you might get things wrong, you might make mistakes, but you know what? Think about where you are now. How many mistakes have you made in your life that you've got to where you are now and you've been successful at something? We didn't ride a bike as soon as we got on it. We had to learn to ride a bike. We had to stay on it. We had to give commitment to it. We had to learn our balance. We had to keep moving. And it's so important. That analogy is so important, that if you don't keep moving and you give up, you'll never succeed. And we all want to succeed. We all want greatness in our lives. We all want to be the best of what we can possibly be. So don't give up. Be positive and don't stop, no matter what, because you can do it. Okay everybody, so thank you very much for joining me this week. It's been fantastic doing this video. I think it's really important that we do take heed of some of the things I've said today and take a little sort of step back, a 360 view of our situation, and think, are we trying to sort of achieve greatness before we're ready for it? Are we trying to get to where we're going to, where we want to be before we're ready? Because that's what you'll find, is that impatience is one of the big things. Learning to deal with life in the correct way is it's a minefield. You'll never get it right the first time. It's impossible to get it right the first time, in my opinion. So have stock, take a look at what you've got, think about the right things you need to do, the right course, whether you turn left or turn right in life, whether you choose this career path or that career path. Make sure that you're focused and you do it at the right times, you do it at the right pace that suits you. Because some people, you know, can naturally be successful, they can rally ahead and, you know, they can hit success, you know, before, while the ground, you know, hit the ground running, and it's great. But not everybody has that ability. A lot of people sometimes have to work a bit harder for it. It's not sort of naturally given to you, but everyone is capable and everyone can achieve it. You just need to understand, you need to have the right frame of mind if you want to achieve it yourself. So remember, be positive, dispel negativity, and keep on going no matter what. Even if you have a fall, even if you have hurdles, get back up. So yes, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching today. It's been real nice doing this video. You know what, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers. I've had some lovely comments off the last videos. You know, thank you all very much for supporting me. It is great that you guys, and you know, I'm helping you guys out there, and is supporting and reaching across the world, because I get some amazing people from all around the world contacting me, and I absolutely love that. I think it's fantastic. So yeah, thank you very much for all your praise. Thank you very much for all your comments, your likes, and obviously your views of my videos. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Positively Craig. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.